All right, there we go, baby. What is going on out there, horror fam? Everybody hearing me loud and clear? Are we good? Are we coming through? If we coming through, is it what I do, baby? What's up, Grass Man? What's going on, baby? What up, Molly Holly? Hello. DJin, what you doing, bruh? Hammerhead. How y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing today on this Monday, June 16th? No longer Friday the 13th. Kind of a bummer. What's up, SJM? What you doing, girl? Yeah. Okay, making sure that's good. Oh, shit. DJ's the first one to like the stream. How about that? What's up, Ryan? Man, everybody's starting to pour in now, man. What's up, F Wood? How y'all doing, man? Did y'all like that Friday the 13th stream or what? Huh? Was that some shit or not, man? What's up, JK? We all watched a Friday the 13th film together in perfect synchronicity. It was too beautiful. Right, DJin? We watched Friday the 13th part 3. Everybody wanted to see the one where Jason gets his mask. It was beautiful. Oh, come on, Grassman. You know you loved it. You just hated it, dude, because you were in the doghouse, bro. You were in the doghouse, dude. Grass Woman was pissed. I do too, Molly. Hey, we're going to have to do it again. You know, I've been doing some thinking. And what we may do going forward is we may just host those bad boys in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that way everybody could, you know, F Wood is saying that on that site, you know, it kind of messed him over. That way, if we do it on the Discord, we could even do like maybe even a voice chat or, you know, but it would enable everybody to do full screen as far as I'm aware. So, damn, F Wood, F was saying he found a deal on all of the original 8 for $10 the next day. Was that the, from Crystal Lake, the Manhattan box set you found? I know, SJM. I'm thinking I'm thinking he stole Grass Woman's ice cream. I'm thinking that was the thing. Molly saying, how good was that newsletter today, baby? That's right. If you're not signed up for the newsletter, everybody needs to get on that right now because, man, it went out today. And I've already got a ton of fun new responses to the question. So at the end of the newsletter, we list a question that we ask all of you. And usually it's something fun. Last week, it was, what Friday the 13th film would you like to watch with Anna and Steven? You all answered that. And we include those responses in the following week's newsletter. So this week, it is really fun because it's a little bit West Virginia / Wrong Turn related because I just did an interview with the director of Wrong Turn. And of course, if you get the newsletter, you already know about all this. That podcast episode is up. I am very curious if any of you have listened to that yet because it was an amazing interview in my book. Rob Schmidt was such a fun guest. Monel, welcome to the horror fam. You can never grow old. You can never die. You are now one of us. Welcome home, my friend. Glad to have you here. What brings you in? So yeah, and we've already, so this week we have included a new fun question in the newsletter, and I've already got some really fun responses to that question. So if you haven't responded, please do so. Please do so. It is such a fun question. Man, that's right. We got the new blood in here. That's right. It is Hammerhead, man. That's not too bad here. It's not like it has been, dude. It's like 76 today. Probably realistically 83, I would guess, if I had to guess. But it's been really hot here, man, and muggy now. We had some flash floods. We're in a flood watch right now, as a matter of fact. Like 6 people died not too far from me, man. 6 people died, dude. Their apartment got fucked up. Ryan Elkin's going to listen to the new episode tomorrow while at work. Hell yeah, bro. Hey, you got to come in and let me know what you think, man. That one, you know, I'm giddy in that one, dude. I'm giddy in that one, bro. I'm not even going to lie, because it was such an honor to interview the creator of the Wrong Turn franchise, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool, man. That's a West Virginia franchise right there, dude. We have a horror franchise, man. So that was a fun one, man. And I'm going to tell you now, Ryan, he spills some guts in this one, bro, in multiple ways. But he does share something about the movie that has never been shared before. And it's like, ooh, damn. Ooh, okay. You know, man. So it was shot in Toronto, JK. As a matter of fact, he addresses that as soon as the interview starts. He's like, well, I hope the woods of Toronto did it justice or something like that. That's right, SJM. That's right. Yeah, so y'all listen to that new episode. Please let me know what y'all think. I'd love to hear it. What's up, Sammy? But, yeah, man, I was giddy over that one. I was giddy for sure, dude. So what's everybody been up to, man? How's everybody doing? How did Friday the 13th, for those of you who wasn't with us for the live stream, man, for the watch party, how did Friday the 13th treat you? There you go, F Wood. Those beautiful palm trees of Haddonfield, Illinois. That's right. Hammerhead's putting the work in, man. Hey, you got to be able to afford that TALKHORROR membership somehow, dog. But yeah, I feel you on that bike ride, Hammerhead. Mine's about to come out of retirement. I'm about to break it out for the first time this year. I hate to say it. I hate to say that I haven't busted it out already, but that bike's, I'm going to wash it up and take it out very soon, dude. Hit the dirt roads, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, Hammerhead, man, they got you working your little willow fingers to the bone, bro. Well, that's good, though. You can upgrade to the, full-fledged zombie tier. Huh? You know what I'm saying? What's up, BP? Man, oh, man. Oh, God, F. Wood, are you serious? In middle school, part of the class was learning how to ride a unicycle? Man, mine didn't, mine didn't do fun shit like that, man. Oh, you got a marketplace. Oh, I thought you were talking about a motorcycle there for a minute, but hey, that's cool too. I used to mountain bike when I was little. I loved it. I loved it, man. It was fun. I wish I had some people to ride with, man. There's nobody to ride with around here. Man, yeah, Grass Man. Sammy's in here. The weird thing is, dude, Sammy, dude, he'll be cool. He'll be cool all damn day long. And then I come in here to stream and he is going to be up my ass, bro. That's right. F Wood, of course, over 8 feet tall, 622 pounds of pure muscle. But man, no, my bike does not have a banana seat. Come on now. What's up, Gory Tiger? BP, Anna is not feeling well at all, so she's taking the day off. She is definitely taking the day off. I demand it. I demand it. Yeah, and for those of you who don't get the newsletter, JK is writing a piece for the newsletter. And we also post it on the website because JK, buddy, he's a damn, you know what I'm saying? He's an analyst, bro. JK, I mean, he's like Fletch. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put it in. So, yeah, there's Zimzam. The newsletter is fantastic. Thank you, Zim. I'm going to drop the link to the newsletter right now in case anybody needs to sign up for that bad boy. But JK's been doing this thing where he will, you know what I'm saying? Like he's reviewing the upcoming films of 2025, the ones that are going to hit theaters. And he finished up his second part to this article, and we have it in the newsletter, of course, and we have it expanded on the website. So we're going to go over that a little bit today, see what all we got. Yeah, you got to check that spam, Hammerhead, because it did go out. What's up, Sammy? Will do, BP. Yeah, so also, if you go to the website, talkhorror.com, I've made signing up for the newsletter even easier. So, yeah, man. Yeah. You know, I've been making some adjustments on there. I've been putting in some work. You know, there's still some things I got to do to it, but we are going to get it together. I am proud to say, JK, that you're not going to be alone soon, brother. Pinhead is going to start writing pieces for the website very soon, dog. Pinhead, yes. Horror fan Pinhead, baby. Mm-hmm. He is going to start writing for the Talk Horror website. If anybody else wants to write for the website, please let me know. We will, you know, if anybody else wants to write for it, please let me know. We will, we'll try you out, man. See what you got. You know what I'm saying? Grassman, Anna is not feeling well at all, brother. Not feeling well at all, dog. So I demanded she takes the day off. Hey, F-Wood, I feel you, bro. Me too. That's the only way I do it. And of course, I'm going to start putting some articles up on the website here. But here, we're going to go ahead and move on over here. So this is what we have. Me too, Sammy. Me too, dude. So this is what we have right now, man. As you can see, you know, we'll go over some updates here real quick. So if you just go to the website in and of itself, it's easier now than ever to sign up for the newsletter. I've got it right up top here now. So if you want to put that in, make that happen. Or you can click the newsletter link up here up top even, and it will come to a big page. I'm telling you, Ryan Elkins, if you're still here watching, brother, this looks like one of those kick-ass tattoos you've been pumping out, bro. I've been watching. A little bit. I'm not on Facebook all that much, but I did see something from you, man. But you can sign up for the newsletter here as well if you prefer that. But either way. And then, if you scroll down, here is JK's new article. Here's a new one from Anna talking about Resident Evil 9. But yeah, here's JK's new article that went up today. And he is talking about Together, him, Weapons, the Home, Piglet, Garden of Eden, and whether or not he's going to see any of these in theaters. So, I want to hear from you all if you all plan on seeing any of these either. We're going to go over these, and we will take a little voterooski here on who plans on seeing what. We got to check it out. Damn, Hammerhead's still getting the Talk Horror logo tattooed on him, man. That's going to be badass. You got to send that over. I want to see pictures. That's right, F-Wood. I'm still on the villager diet, baby. Okay, Molly Holly. She's saying, hey, what'd you think of Men? All right, let's see here. All right, Together. This body horror offering comes to us after receiving positive word of mouth at the Sundance Film Festival this past January, and stars Dave Franco and Allison Brie as a couple so codependent that they actually seem to begin to fuse together as they kiss, even as they are undergoing stress in their relationship. And what do you need if you are fusing together? If you said power tools, then congratulations, you win! The body horror subgenre is gaining a resurgence since the success of The Substance. This is very true. And this is obviously intended for the more psychologically discerning viewer. So it may be more of a slow burn kind of film that appeals to those who long for less camp and slash and more deep thoughts that may trickle into your everyday life. Okay. Huh. That one, you know, to me, Now, The Substance was great. The Substance was great. The Substance is body horror. Loved it. But, I don't know if I don't know if this is a concept that could work well. It depends. It depends. This is, this is just a brief summary of what the film is about. If I could check it out, but I'm not like amped for it, man. And yeah, dude, The Fly, holy shit, dude. The 1986 remake of The Fly by David Cronenberg is so good, bro. You feel so freaking bad for Jeff Goldblum in that movie. Yeah, Molly Holly, The Substance was absolutely fantastic. It kind of depends how they approach this. It will be interesting to see what their approach is for Together. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take a look here. Okay. Huh. Okay. Next up, we have Him. And no, I'm not talking about the band, but come on, man. That reminds me of the band Him, title Him. Come on. It's all in caps. Which, by the way, if you don't listen to Him, dude, you need to check that out. All right. Let's read what JK has to say. Originally, I wasn't going to review this trailer, but I heard members of the horror fam talking about it on a recent live stream, and so I gave it a go. And what I gather is that after a head-jarring hit, an up-and-coming professional quarterback has the excitement of his new career replaced by a chilling dark side of life that may or may not be in his own mind. As a football fan myself, you'd think this one would interest me more, but in earnest, it just doesn't. It may be good, but what I saw made me think of a clandestine commentary about head injuries and mental illness. But as I've already watched Skinamarink, haven't I suffered enough? JK saying he's going to pass on this one in theaters. Now, this is the one, if I remember right, that Molly Holly we were talking about. And this is the one that's going to have Marlon Wayans in it, I believe. And he plays like a football coach. So, this is a watcher for me. I'll watch this one. I don't necessarily think it is a see it in theaters kind of movie, but I'm with JK here, man. May watch it later on streaming, All right, so okay, he's a veteran player. Okay. All right, now next up we have weapons. Here we go. This is the second film I probably wouldn't have reviewed had members of the horror fam not been mentioning it because, quite frankly, I hadn't even heard of it. That said, I found the trailer to be quite unnerving and have to say that this one may well turn out to be a surprisingly effective horror film. The story revolves around the children in one class at a school who, at 2:17 a.m. one night, all disappear. Naturally, the parents of the children blame the teacher, convinced she had something to do with the mass disappearance and turning her into a parish within the community. A parish. Good God, Steve. Reading comprehension, hooked on phonics, it's a thing. Turning her into a pariah within the community. And yet one evening, that same teacher finds the children gathered in class, all seemingly afflicted with a darkness. This one right here, man, reminds me of like, Village of the Damned or something for some reason, man. Kind of reminds me of like, yeah, kind of like a Village of the Damned thing. Is just, I don't know why. All right. Oh, well, here's JK. We'll finish his article. The concept seems to draw natural parallels to films like Village of the Damned, The Children, or perhaps even Bloody Birthday. But I get the feeling it will chart a path of its own. Children aren't normally scary in my opinion, but when they are, boy, can they be creepy. Who do you all think is the scariest child in horror? Let's get to that. Who do y'all think is the scariest kid in horror? I'll tell you what though, man, after all the talk we've been having about like, Anna and, well, I mean, pretty much everybody except for me has a problem with like kids dying in horror movies. We addressed this on, I think it was a members only stream. We were all talking about this. But man, in that new Final Destination ain't that badass, son. Ain't that badass when that kid gets it. DGen is saying Sam from Trick or Treat. I don't know if Sam was a kid. JK saying Mikey was pretty freaky. Oh yeah, Molly Holly got Gage. No fear, Samuel Stokes, no fear. Yeah, dude, Gage was a brute, especially when he comes back in like that burial suit. That was all, oh man. Yeah, Damien was no slouch. Reagan, possessed by a demon, of course. But you also have Children of the Corn. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, Malachi! Those kids weren't playing. All right, so let's see. What's JK's verdict on weapons? He says, I think I'm going to have to wait and see what others think of it. I could go any way on this one. I'm kind of with you because Ryan's going to know what I'm talking about right here, man. It also reminds me a little bit of the Solder Children, bro. And for those of you who haven't looked that case up, I'm going to drop the proper spelling of the name in the chat right now. Solder Children. This is in a town near me. This took place in a town near me where a house caught on fire one night and like 6 children came up just flat out missing. They never found their remains. There's a big conspiracy around it. Nobody knows what happened to those kids officially. Like, weird shit happened though, dog. Weird shit. You know, F was saying they burned in the fire. That's possible. That's possible. But dog, it took like the fire department, which was in the same town, like it was only a couple miles away, dog. It took them like 8 hours to get out there. This dude, once their house caught on fire, like he found that shit around his home had been moved. Like all of a sudden his car doesn't work. All of a sudden the ladder he had beside the house was just gone. So he couldn't get upstairs to his kids. All kinds of weird shit happened. So y'all got to check that out. So, you know what I'm saying? Samuel Stokes saying Henry from The Good Son was pure. Absolutely, dog. Him and his buddy, Mr. Highway. I'm not messing with, dude. I ain't messing with Henry and Mr. Highway, bro. I got you, F Wood. F Wood is saying we're gonna have to have a podcast dedicated to this, F Wood, just talking about, you know, the Solder kids, because F Wood is saying that, man, you know, he's coming in, he's like, come on, bro. They debunked that shit. I don't know. Grassman, you're talking about Carol Ann, bro. You better put some respect on that name, Grassman. But, yeah, the Solder family, man, that's a good one to look up, guys. If you're into creepy, unsolved mysteries, man, you know. All right, now let's look up. Now, there's another one here that JK talks about called The Home. Let's see what this is about. From the director of The Purge and the producer of Halloween 2018 comes this offering about a man who starts a new job in a retirement home with a dark secret. For the record, having worked in a retirement home when I was 13, I would strongly discourage people from putting their elderly family members in one unless you have no other option. But back to the film. The trailer features some disturbing scenes, including one involving an eyeball and a needle. Oh, I'm there for it. And the atmosphere reminds me, in a very basic way, of The Shining. But the question I have is, can Pete Davidson, whose career has been largely been comedic, fill a starring role in a horror movie? JK's verdict is he is going to pass on seeing this one in theaters. They may catch it later on streaming. That one could be cool. I could be, if they play that one right. If they play that one right, dude, that could be creepy as hell, bro. That could be creepy as hell. If they play it right, man, you would have to lean heavily on suspense, tension building, and just and it would take some great pacing and some great writing, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to have this story unfold for you. It can't just be one of those, you know, The thing is, it's from the director of The Purge. I saw the first Purge in theaters, and I haven't seen another one since, because I sat there and I watched Ethan Hawke walk down 3 fucking hallways, and it took him 10 minutes each time. Now that kind of shit sucks. But if they can ramp up that action and that pacing a little bit, but keep the tension, keep the suspense, this could work well. This could work well. Welcome, Fuga. Glad to have you in here, baby. Baby. We'll see, Sammy. We will see, brother. We will definitely see, dog. You know, this one, I mean, you know, I'm seeing The Purge and producer of Halloween 2018. My hopes, the more I talk about it, my hopes are dwindling a little bit more and more, but it could be good. It could be good. We'll have to see what the horror fam says, man. We'll just have to wait and see. All right here, man. Right, Sammy? Sammy says, Sammy gets comment of the fucking stream right there. He says, LOL Blumhouse. You don't even need to say more than that, bro. What a joke. So, okay, let's look here. Oh my God! Next up we have Piglet. I have a feeling I know what this is. So I do have a question, horror fam. Now this is just pure curious before we get into these next ones. So, were the 8 p.m. Eastern streams working out better for you guys and gals? I gotta know, horror fam. Were they? Gotta know if those were a little bit easier on y'all, because considering going back to the 8 p.m.ers and seeing how that works out, you know. What did you watch, Grassman? Gotta know, baby. I'm glad, BP. Grassman saying you know it does. I feel you, Grassman. I feel you, dog. Hey, I want to get everybody else's opinion, though. You know, I switched y'all to 5 for a little while, but it's looking to me like, man, the 8 p.m. may be the way to go. And the way our lives have changed, you know, since moving to the 5, it's like 8 p.m. may work, you know. You know, it may work better now. F Wood saying, if you can do comedy, you can do horror. That's I've heard comedy is hard. I've heard that it's like being on set. This is John Carpenter even said this, as a matter of fact. He's like, being on set for a comedy film is just hard. You know, being on a set for a horror film sounds like hanging out with your friends and kind of having a party, whereas on a comedy, everybody's just serious. It gets tiring. Not a lot of action. So Hammerhead is saying the 7 to 8 would be better. BP with the 5, Grassman with the 8. That's right, man. You know, and you know, at 8, it is at 8, it does open it up to 5 p.m. in Grassman's favorite state in the country, California. So it may be something to look into, you know. All right, now let's look here. Let's get back to the list here and see what we got. Now, next up we have Piglet. Okay, JK. Okay, JK is saying the 8 p.m.s were easier. 5 p.m. is tougher to get to sometimes. For me, 6 or 7 should be fine. Man, you know, yeah, 5 p.m. or 8 p.m., man, may be the move. That may be the move. And yeah, Molly, dude, man, whatever happened to Disney, bro? That shit used to, you know, they used to put out some banger shows, man, you know, like even if you didn't, even if it wasn't your jam, you could just put them on and fall asleep to them and not mind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were pure mindless entertainment. You know, even Stevens or the Wizards of Waverly Place or stuff like that, right? You know, and it was kind of like heartwarming, man. It was kind of heartwarming to go over to like my buddy's house and see his little sister just watching shit like iCarly, you know? Thank you, Hammer. Hammerhead's been nice. I tell you what, man, I'm beginning to think Hammerhead was abducted by one of these Village of the Damned aliens, bro. The Crypt Keeper's great, man. See, I was raised with the Crypt Keeper F. Wood. There you go. Dude, I mean, yeah, remember, hey, give me the Disney Channel when they used to draw the Mickey Mouse ears, you know, with the wand, bro. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. We'll look at these. Piglet. For the fans of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey films, I'm sorry to tell you that this is apparently not a part of the Poohniverse, or at least not directly. Instead, this low-budget film follows a group of women who rent a cabin only to be preyed upon by the duplicitous owner, and either a man in a pig mask or a man-bear-pig that is looking to spill blood and apparently capture a woman to be his mate. Bro, how do y'all think I got Anna? Come on, you got to watch this movie. The trailer looks like a pretty straightforward, albeit low-budget slasher film, but I did see a Reddit post from a user who wants to sue the filmmakers, and Disney apparently as well, for wasting 90 minutes of their life. If that's not a warning, I don't know what is. JK's verdict. Although it likely won't be available in any of the theaters around him, he is going to take a hard pass on seeing it in theaters anyway, and will probably only see it if Tubi auto plays it on his Damn, those are some harsh words from a harsh man right there, baby. Goodness gracious. So yeah, dude, I'm not interested in Piglet whatsoever. I'm with JK on this one. Man. What about y'all? Let's hear it. And yes, I'm not afraid to unleash some South Park epicness. Sorry, had a glitch there. Now, next up, we have Garden of Eden. And speaking of your buddy, the Crypt Keeper F. Wood, check him out right there, man, on the official TalkHorror.com website, baby. Grassman, what did you think of Piglet, bro? Grassman has seen it. Fuket's like, that sounds like a love story, right, Fuket? That's what I'm saying, man. That's how I got Anna. Come on. I haven't seen the Pooh movie, the Blood and Honey movies either, dude. Nah. All right. Here we have JK's Garden of Eden. The trailer makes many grand pronouncements, such as being, quote, the most brutal and important horror movie of 2025. That shit made me cringe, dog. That shit just makes me cringe right out of the freaking gate here, bro. All right, let me keep reading. With brief and periodic flashing scenes of what appears to be some grisly forms of mutilation and the promise of things in here you won't forget, all while a woman in a floral horned mask dances in the desert. Words are cheap, but I'd be lying if I didn't admit that there was something unnerving about the trailer. According to the write-up on the Internet Movie Database, quote, the wealthy and devout Eden family lives by the word of God. They choose one lucky guest from each of their parties and give them the opportunity to change their life. But a life-changing dream for some may become a nightmare for others. My first thought when I read that was that it reminds me of a religious version of the Firefly family, and so it could certainly be a very disturbing film. Then again, after Art the Clown, can any form of theatrical violence disturb the modern horror fan? JK's verdict is... it's another film that likely won't be available in any of the theaters around me, but even if it were, I think I'd take a pass on seeing it in theaters. Perhaps when it's available on streaming, I'll check it out. That sounds interesting to me. That... That one sounds interesting, dude. I'm going to be honest, that quote in the beginning, the most brutal and important horror movie of 2025, sounds like something Jason Blum would fucking, have some like production assistant just whisper in his ear the whole time. He's in the bathroom doing his, funny fun times. But, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty fucking cringy. But the synopsis does sound cool, so I might check that out, dude. But yeah, that's a fucking Jason Blum quote right there, bro. This is gonna be almost. Come on, bro. Nobody's falling for that shit, dude. Nobody's falling for that bullshit, bro. Come on with it. Nobody falling for that. But I mean, yeah, man. So that was a hell of a write-up, JK, man. Let's hear it for JK in the chat. He's breaking it down for us. These are all coming out this year. And, we get JK's take on it. Let me tell you something. JK's not afraid, dog. JK's not afraid to wade through some shit, okay? He's not afraid to get in the gray water, dude. He's watched the entirety of the Amityville franchise twice. Okay? Twice. So, yeah, y'all may want to watch out for some of that stuff. If he's like, dude, this ain't the move, we may want to heed JK's warnings on that. But, some of those sounded interesting. It's going to be a very interesting year. I'll tell you what I am happy to see. What I am happy to see on this list, I'm going to pull it back up real quick, and I'm going to tell y'all. One thing I am very happy to see right here with this list. Look at these film titles. Together, Him, Weapons, The Home, Piglet, Garden of Eden. Now some of them are, I see very like, no more than one word entries here. But despite that, I'm not seeing, Part 2. Part 3, The Beginning, Origins. I'm not seeing any. There's no sequels. There's no prequels. These are just standalone horror films. So that is one thing that I am happy to see, man. That's one thing that I actually am happy to see with this list. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Now, I know it's not the same if we go back and look at JK's first list. Every new theatrical horror movie coming in 2025. 28 years later, sequel. I Know What You Did Last Summer, remake. The Conjuring Last Rites, sequel. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, sequel. Megan 2.0, sequel. Black Phone 2, sequel. So, those are all franchises or whatever, but this is cool, man. These are the ones that we may want to, if they're decent, if the word gets out that these are decent, man, run your ass to the theaters and check them out, man, because we got to support that. You know what I'm saying? It is Hammerheads, like the trendy one-word bands, bro. The Darkness. You know what I'm saying? The White Stripes. Okay, well, that's, I mean, yeah. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool. I'm glad you saw the first two Avenger movies, Brian. Anna, I'd never seen any of them. I don't watch superhero movies, or I didn't. And then Anna, for her birthday one year, she wanted to run me through the whole damn MCU, and I checked them all out. There you go. Blur, Tool, Bush. Seven Nation Army wouldn't hold me back. I'm gonna burn it all. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Toxie, man. He's a total comedy, bro. He was even a Saturday morning cartoon there for a while, dude. Good old Toxie. Let's see if there's anything else worth a damn to mention in the horror universe here. Not really. Oh Jesus God. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see some here that could possibly, we'll check out old Bloody D, see what they got cooking. Of course, living up to their number one source for horror name by reporting information on a Christmas movie. Bloody disgusting. Sellouts. Jesus. Talking about, of course, Robert Eggers directing his own A Christmas Carol for Warner Brothers. That I'm disappointed to hear that, because I think Robert Eggers is a much better director than being relegated to remakes. Nosferatu blew ass, and A Christmas Carol, no matter whether it's good or not, I would rather see him do some original shit, man. Because The Witch, badass. The Northman, amazing. You know what I'm saying? We got Samurai Predator. Let's see, what else we... Sarah Paulson, bro. Come on. Ryan Murphy teases Sarah Paulson returns for American Horror Story Season 3. Fucking what else is Sarah Paulson doing? Of course she would return for that shit, bro. And she's going to have her Paulson face every time you see her. Like, I should pull up an example for you. Like, Sarah Paulson always makes, like, the same face, and no matter what she's doing, dude. Like, every time you see her, she's just concerned. Like, never shuts her mouth. Always concerned. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. Yeah, dude, I don't watch AHS. I haven't watched that in a long time, man. Oh, here you go, JK. Look at this. Team made Amityville Void. Mixes Blair Witch and Ghost Hunters, bro. Look at that. There's, Predator. Yeah. Yeah. Cool, man. Nah, not a Sarah Paulson fan, dude. Just because she's like this, she's just... God damn, like, eventually her face just started to annoy me, because, like, she's just always... Just constantly, every time you see her, like, let me see... So I'll just refer to it the Sarah Paulson face, bro. Like, every time she's just concerned as shit, like, no matter what she was doing. Let's see here, man. Like, oh, shit, Ethan. I didn't know that was her and Matilda. Damn, she's Miss Honey? Yeah, dude, Evan Peters made that shit, Evan Peters. They were good. They were good. Those first couple of seasons, especially, I love Freak Show as well. But once you started catching on to their formula, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man. Oh yeah, Jessica Lange too. Jessica Lange's absolutely phenomenal, but yeah, man. Once you got to, past Freak Show, good God, man. Good God, that series went straight to hell, man. And then they started, just their formula was shitty, man. And once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it, and they would just reuse it every time. Like, They were going to force a happy ending no matter what every single time. Even if it didn't make sense for the characters to have a happy ending, they were going to get one. It's like, you are the most vile ass people on the planet, and they're still going to force them, they're still going to allow them to have a happy ending. So you're always going to have like a happy ending, it seemed like. And then too, like, I wanted AHS 84 to be really good. You know, that was one that I was like, ooh, I'll come back for the 80s aesthetic, because, you know, that was the big thing there for a while, you know, because of Stranger Things. So I was like, dude, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I really wanted that to be good. And then you figured out, like, okay, the formula on this season is that every guy is fucking bad and also stupid, and there's going to be a much more intelligent female character pulling his strings. So it never could just be and they had like 40 different killers in that season, and like I said, they were being if there was a guy, he was being manipulated by some female. It's like, god damn, couldn't do it. And then that ending was horrible. It was the happy ending above all kind of thing, man. Very, very tame. But I do love Coven. I love, not Coven. I love Asylum, Freak Show, and Murder House, man. Those were so damn good. They were even wearing Hammerhead's gimp suit in Murder House, if y'all remember right. Hammerhead let him borrow that for the film. Oh, okay, Ethan. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so that was not Sarah Paulson. Okay, cool. Okay, Brian Perry, we will just refer to it as an established IP. Okay, we'll just refer to it as an established IP. Brian Perry, resident genius there. Gentleman and a scholar right there, baby. Wow, Molly, why didn't you like Asylum, dude? I thought that shit was, woo. That's right, Hammerhead, baby. He was like, that gimp suit was prior used in a deleted Jackass stunt that was never aired. It was never aired, but Hammerhead does own the suit still. Yeah, JK, I couldn't do AHS 84, bro. Come on, man. I'll tell you what was fucking cool, though. I'll tell you what was really cool in American Horror Story Hotel is the night that all the serial killers get to come back. Lily Rabe as Eileen Wuornos. Oh my God, dude. So good. So good. Oh man. So freaking good. She did so good in that role, man. Oh God, the name game, man. Yeah, and oh, hey Sammy. Sammy's gotta get his pettins in. JK, apparently the best Ghostface killer is Jill Roberts. Nah. Dude, yes, Lily Rabe is extremely underrated. Man. Oh my God, dude. The way she pulled off Eileen Wuornos was, oh, like I wish like I could pull up like a picture of her as Eileen in that shit. Like, okay, here we go. Like check this out. I mean, oh my God, bro. Like, look at that. And like the way she would like get her hair out of her face and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She'd like just flick her whole head back just to whip that like greasy ass Eileen Wuornos hair back, dude. Like, so good. Poor Eileen, dude. Oh, man. I'm glad, Brian Perry. Dude, the Halloween, no joke, dude. The Halloween episode. And in Freak Show, man, when Edward Mordrake shows up for Halloween and none of the freaks are like allowed to perform, but he shows up and he's going to take one of them because like whoever like shares, like has the most like sorrowful tale. Oh my God, it's so good. Dude, Hammerhead, you ain't kidding, bro. Eileen was, man, she's one of those you just question. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer was always going to do what Jeffrey Dahmer did, right? You know, Ted Bundy was always going to do what Ted Bundy did. Eileen Wuornos, though, like I legitimately wonder, like, had she had a decent upbringing, because she had an absolutely horrible upbringing. Like, she never stood a chance, no matter what. Like, so I always wonder, like, would Eileen, like, if Eileen, or, yeah, like, or even if, like, she had that upbringing and then just found, like, absolute love, like, somebody who just like, would she have resorted to that? Like, like an actual, like, emotionally stable partner? But who knows? Who knows, man? Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I now just want to go back and watch those I believe it was like two back-to-back episodes of Hotel or whatever, and Wes Bentley did great in that season as well. I think Wes Bentley's pretty underrated too. You know. Yeah, Hammerhead, man. You know, Eileen, dude, like, she is just one of those. I mean, an argument could possibly be made for Edmund Kemper too. You know, I don't know. On that one, and Ed Gein. Fucking horrible upbringings, dude. Horrible. You know, some of them, like, it's weird. It's like, because there's definitely from like everything I've researched, all that, there's definitely something off from the get in a lot of those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some you just can't help but wonder. Just can't help but wonder, man. Yeah, but Edmund Kemper, man, his mom was a nutcase, and or grandma or whatever that was. I can't even remember now. I think it was his mom. And the night he went nuts, it was on like his mom and her friend or something like that. But good Lord, man. Yeah, horror fam. So go ahead and send me some last minute cues. I'll provide the A's, huh? Let's get to it. Stephen Mila from the Resident Evil movies is the lead in the Twilight of the Dead. They picked a good one. JK, Ed didn't murder his older brother. He murdered his mom and like college girls and stuff like that, like hitchhikers and stuff, or like yeah, just girls looking for a ride. He was very slick. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're talking about Ed Gein. My bad. I thought you were talking about Kemper. Yeah, Gein. Not that I'm aware of. Gein was Mary Hogan and Bernice Warden were the only two that I believe he was charged with. But his mom was nuts, bro. Nuts. Vern Troyer repeated. Fucking Vern, dude. Oh my God. Hey, we're watching Love Island season 2 right now just for some pure trash. They don't make them like they used to, though. I'm going to tell you that. I don't know, man. That John Bonet case is a weird one. That's a weird one. There's a lot going on there. A lot going on in that one. Yeah, there's some... I don't know, man. And that damn like ransom letter or whatever they found, like had like indentations and shit. Like nobody writes like that. You know? Like no dumbass wrote that. That's a weird case, man. That is a weird case. Another one that I'll tell you that's weird, like that gets a lot of attention and stuff like that is because of the documentaries, is the West Memphis 3 case. And it's like the documentaries make you believe that these 3 teenagers were railroaded because it was a hick town and they, you know, were prejudiced against metal fans. Like they play that whole narration. But then if you read the police and even celebrities jumped on that shit because documentaries are highly manipulated. They have scripts. Good God, we all know what happened to Michael Moore, but like, so that documentary plays it up like these teens just got absolutely railroaded. They get you emotional about it. And the first time you watch, you're going to be like, holy shit. Damn. And then you read the case files, though. And if you just read the case files, which is, you know, it's like no wonder they were found guilty, man. So that's another one that's good to dig into, but you can't just take it at documentary value. You have to dig into it. You have to read the actual official case files, what was said to police and shit. Like, so their whole argument, the documentary whole argument is like, well, these kids, like, they coerced confessions out of these kids and shit. But then it's like, you read the police files and it's like, well, this kid, like, he admitted that they killed those kids like 6 different times and like at random times, not even while he's being investigated, while he's riding in the back of a cop car. He's just spilling his guts. So it's like, yeah, F Wood. Yeah. So that's one. That's the one I'm talking about. Yes, JK. Yeah. So Kemper, it did end up, and he did very bad things with his mother's remains. I will just keep it at that. Yeah. Dude, there's even this scary one, man. Tell me about that, Hammerhead. Spill the tea, baby. Dude, there's this scary one, JK, where Kemper was being interviewed by this guy. And as we all know, like Kemper is highly intelligent. Like he has a genius level IQ. But he was essentially like left alone with this reporter, and they had to like, I can't remember if it was like shift change, if what was happening, but he was alone with the reporter in the room as him. And he just told that reporter, he was like, you do realize I could twist your head off right now and leave it on the desk facing the door for when the officers come back in to discover it. And there's nothing you could do about it, right? Like, damn, dude, I wouldn't fuck with Ed Kemper, bro. Oh, God, Grassman. I might check that out. I don't think Anna would, bro. I'm glad you have all the Resident Evil movies, BP. I love the games. Love the games. Love them. Love them. Love those games, baby. We're actually going through, thanks to Pinhead informing us, because I'm terrible about redeeming the PlayStation Plus monthly free games. And Pinhead said that I needed to redeem Alone in the Dark. And I have, and we're going through that right now. It seems to be a very good game. Yeah, JK, that's, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and he, and Kemper, you know, does audiobooks. Because, yeah, he does audiobooks. He read, like, the, I believe it was, like, the Star Wars novelizations and stuff like that. But, yeah, Ed Kemper, I think, you know, very good storyteller, and I think that's one of his psychopathic traits, man, that helped him get along. Because one thing he would do, he knew how to appear more trustable to people, and he practiced his craft, which was the very scary thing about him. So obviously, he didn't start off like, well, it's my first time picking up hitchhikers, I'm going to take care of them. He would practice his craft over and over, just trying to see how he could get people into his car and stuff like that. And yeah, he figured out one way, like a psychological trick that he would pull on these women, is that he would find a hitchhiker, pull over, and be like he would act like it was inconveniencing him to give them a ride, first of all. So while he's pulled over, like, hey, where do you girls want to go? And they're explaining, and he'd look at his watch while they're doing it, like very specifically look at his watch. And that would, like, lower the defenses. Oh, well, this is a busy, he's got somewhere to be. He's just going to drive us to our, if he even takes us there, he's almost making them beg for the ride at this point because he's busy. He's got places to be, right? So, you know, it just gives them that belief that, oh, well, this dude's busy. He's going to take us point A to point B, drop us off because he's got somewhere to be, right? Nah, it was just a trick to get them in the car, man, to lower their guard. And he'd get them in the car, and the rest, unfortunately, is history, man. That's cool, BP. Let's hope they all come back. Great, bro. You got this, BP. You got tiger blood, dude, like Charlie Sheen. No problem. But yeah, I could talk about true crime stuff all day, man. It's a thing. I think everybody can. Like, it's really weird how the internet has just accepted and embraced that, because I remember back in the day, man, you know, there were like, if you were going to do that, you pretty much had to go to like Wikipedia type websites. Not now, man. Now there's just 3 million podcasts, 3 million YouTubers who do it. You know, dude, Molly, who knows, dude? I feel so bad because I didn't watch that show as soon as it was released. I remember the craze for it, and then me and Anna turned that bad boy on. I couldn't turn that son of a bitch off, dog. Joe Exotic, man. Hey, that man's got my vote. No matter what he does, dude. He's putting out country albums and shit. Good God. Yeah, I do drugs. So what? I'm relatable to the American people. What was it? He's saying, and I know they tried to sabotage me. Somebody tried to spray perfume on my boots. Oh my God. Yeah, that shit was unhinged as all hell, dude. Oh my God. Brian Perry, dude, that's cause you're an animal, bro. You have a metabolism on you, dude, like Randy Orton, bro. Yeah, right. Fucking Joe Exotic. Oh, poor Anna. Poor Anna, dude. I can't even imagine how long I was going around quoting him. How I never shut up about that son of a bitch. Oh my God. And then the cast of characters, and it's so like relatable in a way because we have characters like that around my neck of the woods, you know? So it's like, oh my God. Oh, Zimzam, bro, you gotta watch. I promise you've never seen anything like it. Never. That son of a bitch comes on just like singing, trying to like make country out. That motherfucker, like he could have, dude. That motherfucker could have been a YouTube sensation, son. His ass, like he had some like bullshit website set up where his ass would just like post like 300 fucking videos a day just talking shit about his arch nemesis. Like if he had to put that kind of shit, like work ethic, that drive into something worth a damn, like good God. Joe Exotic, I mean, he's over there running a damn Tiger Kingdom, making albums, putting on his own damn internet show, talking like this. Man, and he had like 6 fucking husbands. Yeah, man, he was just, that son of a bitch was living his best life. Oh my God. Yeah, you're missing something not watching that show. Watch it once, at least. Hell, just watch the first episode, man. Just get through it and just... Oh, man. Now, that's the kind of TV that, you know, is worth staying up for, dude. All right, horror fam. I'm sweating my boobies off over here. I got the coffee going. I got the, you know... Woo! I got to get me something to eat. Got to get it going. We got the stream coming up Thursday. We're going to make that one a doozy, so you better be ready. And, you know, maybe we'll get us a game stream going this weekend or something like that. Either way, keep your eye out on the TalkHorror.com website. There's Pinhead's coming on board. He's going to start writing articles. Anybody else wants to come on board, let me know. We are taking submissions. And of course, JK, he's a regular on there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you, Hammerhead, baby. Hammerhead knows. You keep that gimp suit nice and polished up, Hammerhead. Molly Holly, dude, hey, I've been on this anti-inflammation thing, dog. Taco Bell would probably be my undoing. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Until next time, my friends. Look horror, listen horror, talk horror. I love every single one of you. You all have a good evening, a good night, and I'll see you Thursday. Mwah!